Hey, church family. Most of us love a good rags to riches story. You know the kind. A story about how a guy or gal works hard and goes from great poverty to great wealth. Sadly, the story of Job is the exact opposite. Job goes from riches to rags. And one of the strangest things about the story is that Job was a good guy. Actually, that's an understatement. Job was the most righteous man of his day, and yet the bottom dropped out of his life. He lost everything. He lost his health. He lost his wealth. He lost his 10 children. Job's story reminds us that our relationship with God does not mean we will have an easy life. And yet in the midst of Job's suffering, he made several incredible statements of faith. The first statement I see is in Job chapter 1. We read that Job arose, tore his robe, and shaved his head. And he fell to the ground and worshipped. And he said, "Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked shall I return there. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." Through all this, Job did not sin, nor did he blame God. Job grieved, but then he worshipped. He didn't allow his pain to drive him away from God, but rather toward him. The second statement I see in the story is in Job chapter 13, where Job said, "Though he slay me, yet will I trust him." In other words, Job said, I'm going to follow God, whether my life is marked by blessing or whether my life is marked by suffering. Even if it costs me my life, I'm still going to trust him. The third statement I see is in Job 23, where Job lamented about how he couldn't see God or his purposes in the things Job was going through. Then he said, "But he knows the way I take. When he's tested me, I shall come forth as gold." At the end of the story, the Lord restored Job's losses. There are a lot of things about this story that are difficult to understand, but one takeaway that all of us should cling to is to never let what you don't understand about God and the way he's working blind us to what we do understand. I pray that we'd be able to rest in the fact that those things that are hidden from us are not hidden from God, and that he promises that God will cause everything to work together for the good of those who love him, for the good of those who are called according to his purposes for them. Amen.